This is for all artists. Show me your first drawing in your first sketchbook, your latest drawing, a drawing that took really long, one of your favorite drawings, one of your least favorite drawings.
Boy! New art challenge. Show your first page in your sketchbook, your favorite page, your second favorite page, your weirdest page, your least favorite page, and a page where you explored a new style.
This is why you should always trust your parents. In 1990, a father and his 15-year-old son worked together at a gas station in Florida. One night, the boy was sitting outside on a break when he saw a crazy-looking woman walking towards the store. They were in a high-crime area and it was very late, so the boy turns around to look through the glass at his dad to see what he should do. His dad took one look at the woman and just shook his head, no, do not help her. The woman walks up to the boy and says, "Hey, my car's broken down, can you give me a ride?" Before the boy can answer, his dad bursts outside and says, "You need to leave here immediately." Angrily, the woman turns and leaves, cussing them both out the whole way. 1 year later, the boy's in his room at home when his dad calls from the other room and says, "You gotta come in here and look at the TV." On the screen was the same woman from the gas station. Better known as Eileen Wuornos, she was a serial killer who used to pick up her male victims at gas stations in Florida. She was later put... Believe it or not, this is a well-documented, true story. In 1947, an American ship picked up a horrifying distress signal coming from an unidentified vessel. The first transmission was all officers, including the captain, are dead. The next transmission was the whole crew is dead. The last transmission was I die, and then silence. The Americans trace the signal back to a ship that's drifting off in the middle of the Indian Ocean. They quickly assemble a rescue team who boards the ship. They find the entire crew has perished in the exact same position. They are on their backs with their hands up as if fighting with some unseen force, and they look like this. There was no physical damage to the bodies or to the ship itself. However, even though it was 100 degrees outside, it was 40 degrees on the ship, and the bodies were rapidly decomposing. As soon as they tie up the ship to tow it in, it explodes, and then it sinks. To this day, no one knows what happened inside of that ship. Some say it was a chemical. This is why you should always trust your gut. In the early 1970s, a college student decided to hitchhike his way home after class. A car pulls up, a man offers him a ride, and he climbs in. As soon as the car started moving, the student felt totally uneasy, like something was wrong but he couldn't quite place it. Without saying anything, he waited till the next time they slowed down and he flung the door open and ran away. 2 years later, he's flicking through TV channels when he comes across this special interview with a death row inmate. And it's just the audio recording, so he hears the interviewer ask the inmate, "Why did you remove all the door handles inside of your car?" The man just goes, "Well, the first time I tried to kill someone, I picked up a college hitchhiker who got smart at some point and jumped out of my car. So, lesson learned, remove all the door handles." When they showed his picture, the student knew immediately that he was supposed to be the first victim of John Wayne Gacy, aka the Killer Clown, who had killed over 30 men and boys in his clown room and stuffed them into his basement.
Women only have 4 moods.
Long ago, there was a young, beautiful woman named Maria. She belonged to a poor family, but everybody in the village lusted after her. One day, as she was out for a walk, a rich nobleman spotted her and immediately fell in love with her. Fast forward a few years, they're married, they have 2 kids, and they're happy. That is until her husband started showing up later and later from work, until one day he didn't come home. Maria was heartbroken. Years later, however, as she was out for a walk with her sons, she spotted her husband with another woman. This sent her into a fit of rage. She was so angry she drowned her sons. And immediately after, she regretted it. She cried for her sons, but it was too late. She couldn't live with the guilt, so she drowned herself. However, her spirit remained on earth. She is now known as La Llorona. She has said to be seen walking along bodies of waters crying, looking for her lost sons. If you're out at night and you hear her cries, it's too late for you.
every second that you aren't by my side. But now I'm stuck at the gate of Lucifer's estate. I fell in love with a girl I met in hell, thinking about all the things, the way you pull my strings. I love the way you turn me on. I ain't Hades, but I'm the king. I'd do anything so that I could take you home. She drove me crazy.
I get overwhelmed so easily. My anxiety creeps inside of me, makes it hard to breathe. What's come over me feels like I'm somebody else. I get overwhelmed so easily. I get overwhelmed so easily. My anxiety creeps inside of me, makes it hard to breathe. What's come over me feels like I'm somebody else. I get overwhelmed so easily. Sing this song, so wrap me in plastic and make me shine. We can make a dollhouse, follow your design. Let's build a dog out of sticks and twine. I can call you master, you can call me mine. Wrap me in plastic and make me shine.
Some nights I stay up, cashing in my bad luck. Trying to call home all of my change I spent on you.
Hey there, Delilah, what's it like in New York City?
This is gonna be the best day of my life. I've been.
You can't keep doing this. I don't see what the big deal is. Throwing your clothes on a chair instead of folding them is incredibly disorganized. I find the shirt I'm looking for eventually. They get wrinkled. I'm not trying to impress anybody. It makes your room look like a mess. To match with the rest of my life. Look, even if you were right, I don't have the energy to care. So there's not a reason that you could give to make me want to. When you wake up in the middle of the night, it looks like a dude that's just sitting there watching you.
Up in heaven today. Bumps going boom, 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 boom. She said, I wanna know when I can go.
Because I'm not sure what you guys do during the week with Miss Dromboski, but with me, I like to do an opening prayer. I do the Our Father, I do the Hail Mary, and that Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee.
I'm exactly where you like me, you know. Pray for love in a lap dance and banging naivety.
Well, imagine as I'm pacing the pews in a church corridor, and I can't help but to hear, no, I can't help but to hear an exchanging of words. What a beautiful wedding. Well, imagine as I'm pacing the pews in a church corridor, and I can't help but to hear, no, I can't help but to hear an exchanging of words. What a beautiful wedding, what a beautiful wedding, says a
Now here you go again, you say you want your freedom. Well, who am I to keep you down?
Get high, so high, so high. Oh, the feeling drunk and high, so high.
Please believe me, don't you see the things you mean to me? Oh, I love you, I love you, I love, I love, I love Olivia. I live for you, I long for you, Olivia.
Bad guy. Wait, hold on, I messed up. Let me try again.
Bad guy.
Duh.
Cry about this and whine about that. When you grow a pair, you can call me back. Yeah, I think you're hot, I think you're alright, but you're acting like a chick all the
Friday, you're the devil in a disguise, so I gotta run. I'm a black, and I'm dumb.
I'm fair and reasonable.
Among Us. Us. Among Us.